Afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It's August 6th. We did have some excitement early this morning, and then it kind of thinned out here for the rest of the day. But we started off lower today in the grains, but we finished with corn down about 2.5 cents, beans down 44.5, with wheat up about 2.5. So, as you guys may have suspected, when we did get some decent rains across the Corn Belt, that's why the beans were down as much as they were today. A lot of concern now that maybe these rains are going to continue to come in, maybe not. The weather maps right now between the U.S. model and the European model are different. But the thing I think the market was kind of curious about is that last week was the first week that we had seen normal precip for the entire Corn Belt, and you know, in weeks, months, long time. So are things changing? Are they not? The mentality may be shifting here. So what was bullish and what we had seen push this market higher is now starting to level off or maybe starting to switch a little bit. So continue watching these weather maps for that. That's going to be very important. The other thing that guys were looking at today, they were expecting to see good to excellent ratings for corn and beans to drop about 1 to 2%. So it came out here at 3 o'clock today that corn down 1%. So 23% good to excellent now for corn, so dropping only 1. Beans, unchanged. They left beans alone, 29%. So that's going to probably give us more of a negative start here to the overnight session, since guys were expecting a little lower than that. So probably going to start off a little negative overnight. Probably going to see some pressure here due to those reports. Something else that guys are going to be watching, speaking of reports, is on Friday. We're going to have another USDA supply and demand report. We're going to get a lot of numbers out. So guys are still expecting to see some friendlier numbers, tighter ending stocks for corn, tighter ending stocks in beans. What kind of yield is USDA going to come out with now? And what is it going to do to production? Those are going to be the things that you've really got to watch. Something else is how are they also going to cut demand? So we know ethanol hasn't been profitable here at these levels. We know that, or we continue to slow down ethanol. Feeding $8 corn, enough said there. And are we exporting anything? Last week we did have a big sale that we've made to Mexico, but since then that's about all we've seen. So it's going to be interesting to see how USDA will adjust for that as well. So since we've seen all these new positions being added over the last several weeks, we may end up getting a little profit taking here early this week, but then going into that report, maybe try to build things back up because guys are expecting this report to look friendly and see some friendlier numbers come out. So be prepared for that. If we do get it pulled back here due to weather, good to excellent ratings, whatever it's got to be, probably going to find some support here at lower levels just because of the idea of this bullish report coming here at the end of the week. Not a lot of help from the outside markets today as the dollar fell 17 cents. Crude oil supported again, jumping about 75 cents. 92.15 now in crude. We got some good resistance right above us, so keep an eye on that. As far as livestock, fat cattle today dropping about 32 cents for August. That's after a strong cash trade last week and more of a supported week for cattle. And even boxed beef coming in trying to support things today as well. Choice up 41, select up 86. So we'll need to see how things will trade this week, but expected to see maybe steady trade this week as far as cattle. As far as hogs, mixed today. August was up, October down. August was up 10, October dropping back about 20 cents. But not a lot of trade there. We saw a very sharp move lower last week. Early today found that same push lower, whereas you started seeing some support come in here a little later. But I think the thing to watch there is that seasonally we do continue to back off here this time of year. The trends right now have changed a little bit, and you still have this negative tone around the hogs. We need to see some stronger cash prices as well as seeing the charts change direction and close stronger before we can really jump aboard here at these levels. We may still have some downside left here in the hogs. So a lot of information thrown at you guys today. The markets are probably going to stay pretty volatile here as we go into that report for the grains later on this week. And the one thing that's the volume that we've seen traded has been very light. So even today, very light volume again. So we're just not seeing that big volume come in. We may see that happen by the end of this week, but as of right now, lighter volume, lighter trade, which could give us more volatility here as we go into the end of the week. I do expect that we're going to start off a little lower here overnight, so prepare yourself for that. I think we could see a lower opening due to the good to excellent ratings. So, but I feel as well sharper moves lower may be supportive just because of that report. Give us a call over here at 800-262-7538. And like I said, with any questions there, you can also look us up online at allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys had a great day today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.